In this scene, I wanted to talk a little bit about some additional setups that you're going to have to do that aren't fully automated yet. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do it yet, but one of the issues that you're going to come across is that when you perform the scene tests here, so I have everything done. I've run through every single item in this main menu. I have even performed the scene tests. Um, and let's look at these. Oh, I don't care about these particular things, but all the tests have passed. And if I click play and run, everything is actually going to appear to work correctly, except for when it comes to dropping and picking up items. So let's figure out how to fix that. So if I come over here to this treasure chest, I have set up various items here inside of the treasure chest. And I can go ahead and click on this and it will open up the item here. But you remember one of the main menu items here is to convert prefabs. And all of those converted prefabs are here in the resources folder. So here we see this. And one of them is this, the multiplayer collectible equipment. Well, let's look at this item here. So if I click this, you'll see if I click this, it is not referencing the one that's inside of the resources folders because that's not been automatically set up for you. This prefab has been copied and converted to work with multiplayer, but it hasn't been set up as the drop object. So let's see what happens. So if I click play here, let's go ahead and collect that item. Okay, so I'm in the scene, so let's go ahead and go over to that treasure chest and let's open it up. And let's go ahead and equip that item. Oh, cool, everything's working. However, let's go ahead and drop this item. So let's first clear any errors that we have here. And let's go and say drop. So we see a drop item is made here, but that is actually not going to appear over the network. And that is because see the default pool failed to load the collectible equipment. Make sure it's in the resources folder. So what this is doing is making a photon call to populate this dropped item over the network, but it's failing to do so because this is referencing an item that is not inside of the resources folder. Plus, even if it was able to do that, it's not the multiplayer version, so it's not even going to work. So let's go ahead and fix that. So there's a couple ways we can do this. We can come up here to our player that we converted here, and we can open up the item manager. And inside of the item manager, there's this item list data. So if we click that, there's a couple pre-built item list data that are made for you. So if we click on that, we say edit items in list. And here, this is going to look really similar to if we would just come over to the treasure chest, say the collectible, and click this item. You'll see it opens up the exact same thing. So the thing that we need to fix is actually just the drop item. So let's go to the resources folder and let's drag this in there, and bam, it's done. And you can see this icon indicates that this is a multiplayer object. So we're good there. And we'll need to do that for pretty much every item that we're using. And since all of these actually use the exact same collectible equipment item, it makes our lives pretty easy because we can just come in here and we can drop all these in. Okay, so we're done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to close this out. We're going to re-click play and we're going to see what happens. Okay, so now let's come over here and let's say drop item. You'll see now it actually, no errors showed up. And in fact, this is now going to be populated over the network. So hopefully that helps you solve any issues that you may have with item syncing, specifically pickups and drops.